So, what is Yext? So, Yext has been around for, honestly, I don't know how long, 20 years. And they compile all citations, directories on the internet, especially the really big ones, into one platform and then live monitor them. So there are different ways to do citations. You can go and do citations and manually create profiles for on all the different platforms, directories, especially that are prevalent for your, the particular industry that you're in. Or you could use a tool like Yext, or you can hire someone on Fiverr and do it manually. So there's different ways. So this is a tool. Now, the reason I like this tool for service professionals is because it gives us access to some of the directories that are really hard to get access to. It does a whole bunch of other stuff as well. That's what I want. So this just saves a ton of time. So you can go in here and supported entities. We're just going to do healthcare professionals. And it does a whole bunch of these entities, and currently how many? 140. That even if these are not country specific, they still help improve your SEO. And because they are industry specific or industry focused, they have extra weight and carry to them because of their domain authority. So that's why we like to do it. Now, for the individual organization, it's actually really expensive. So we have access to the premium plan, which is actually $1,000 US a year. And you have to pay for a year. You can't pay, this is just what I call false advertising. You can't pay per week. You have to build annually. So it's very expensive. It's not something that a lot of the general businesses want to pay for, because what does that work out to per month? I don't remember. 1,000. Yeah, it works out to $83 a month US, so just over $100 a month Canadian. But in Highlevel, we have the luxury of getting access to the exact same platform for a much more affordable price. So we get it for $49 a month. So I'm going to show you how this works. So we're going to go in here. So once you're in Highlevel and you subscribe, you need to fill out all of your information and make sure that it's accurate. This is a huge thing with directories, is making sure they are accurate. So I actually call myself an advertising agency, but we do SEO. So I want to create the listings. So based on the information you get within Highlevel, now in the background, it is going through and going to create all these listings and entities. So it does have some action items it wants me to connect. It's saying it's not up to date. Well, that's just because I just got it created. So what I would be doing is I'm going to save this video and I'm going to come back in a couple days to finish the video. Once you get it set up, you have to go in and sync all these. And you have to sync your social. So under edit, you'll get access to all this. So you can already see 54 listings, 41 synced, 3 upcoming, and 3 submitted. The biggest ones, of course, are here. So you have to connect them. Click the button. Follow the steps. I'm going to pause. I only paused it because of my logins. You're just going to say, yes, I'm granting access. And then you got that. Enter the URL for the following location. So this usually requires you to go into Facebook. Find your page. You might know this off the top of my head, but I'm just doing this for explanatory. It wants this URL. Sometimes they're numbers. And then complete. So then it's being updated. And we can close. There's actually way down here below the screen recording, there's a button that says take me to my account. but you can actually just close the window and then you're back here waiting on publisher. I'll do the other one. Continue. I actually don't know why it's not picking it up. I'm reading this. It's more than likely this one. And we don't want to do that, and we don't want to do that. Okay. So I'm not going to be able to continue this because I can't, for whatever reason, get this to work. So that's unfortunate. I don't know why it's not pulling it in. We'll just cancel, but I think you get the drift of how to go about it. So we did that, and then add relevant keywords. So this just gives Yext more information. 2012. So we'll do we do SEO, we do social advertising. We'll just add Google because this is just another word for pay-per-click. And those are our those are our primary web design services. And then keywords, we can do digital. So I'll leave it at that. Gives you an idea. And then add a website URL. I'm just going through all these, right? Pretty self-explanatory. So if you don't need to know how to do this, just go ahead and fast forward. We are open in general from 9 to 4. Maybe to all except the weekends. I actually don't have any associations. The business description was up here, and I'm going to be really sneaky and literally just steal it from my website. You can also steal it from your Google business. Which one will? And then we don't have any brands. That's more like obviously shopping association can't do this. So we're looking good. So you get the drift. You want to go through here and you want to make sure that you have all your information and that it's accurate. Hide my address. We don't need that. Save, because I do go to my clients. Login details. Don't need that. That is if you want to actually log into Yext. I have to be honest, I've never done this before. There you go. You can actually log into Yext and get more information. I have to be honest, you can go in here and you can make your head hurt with graphs and widgets and everything. I'm not going to go through it because it's more advanced. You want to add any in here that are relevant for your social profiles. So something that comes to my mind is the fact that, as neglected as it is, I do have LinkedIn. So I want to add those. And then of course my YouTube channel, which I'm trying to work on, attempting to work on. We did that. And then you can add all of your information and some photos, which is a really good idea. So I'm not going to do that. You get the drift of it. Once you have all this set up, it is good to set a reminder to either monthly or at least quarterly come in and check all this information to make sure it's still all accurate, and to check your listings to see if there's any issues. And you would just be doing it under the listings tab, right? Is it live, updating? Is there a way for me to show more than 10 at a time? Of course not. Waiting on publisher, unavailable because it's in process. Updating, waiting on publisher, right? So you just want to make sure for doing Yext that you are actually wanting all your information accurate at all times. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments.